Hello, I wanted to do a tutorial video about how to make a classroom digital library. It's the same way that you would make a Bitmoji classroom. It's very adaptable. Really, the sky's the limit. You can do whatever works with your classroom, your class. So to get started, I do all of mine in slides. So this is stuff that I'm going to end up sharing with you guys. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and make one. So you just click New, you go to Slides, Blank Presentation. The first thing I always do, we don't need that, is I just click and get rid of my text boxes. I don't need them because I'm going to end up putting my own in if I want them at all. We're going to rename this. We're just going to call it Sample Library. Now from here, if you wanted to resize this, you could do that. It depends on what you like. I know some people like making it really long and skinny. I don't really like doing that, but here's where you can customize that. You go to File, you go down to Page Setup, and then this is where you can change your size. So like if you're making a worksheet or something, you could make it 8.5 by 11 like a piece of paper, and it would change. So whatever size you think, I'm just going to stick with, we'll do the widescreen. But that's how you can customize that if you wanted to. Next thing we got to do is focus on getting a background. So you can really be, again, flexible with this. It doesn't have to just be 4 walls and a floor. If you can see back here, I got kind of creative with it, and I did a scene from Star Wars. So, and then down here, it was Beauty and the Beast. So it doesn't have to just be a floor and the walls. It can be whatever you want it to be. So how you would do that is, I just like to do the Google search. So let's say I do just want to do a classroom setting. So I'll just do, I don't know, I like blue. So we'll say blue walls and wood floor. You get all these images that pop up. You can go to your images, so you get even more. And you just kind of pick one you like. So we'll go with this one just because. So you click on it. If you right click and you save images as, doesn't matter what you save it as, I'll just leave it as that. Now it's going to pop up down here. So now when you go back up here to your library, click background, choose image, and then since this is still down here, you can just click and drag it up and it will add in your background. If it isn't there for whatever reason, you have to kind of find where it goes. I just have all my stuff downloaded to my desktop. So if this wasn't here, I would just click and drag it from my desktop right onto where that says. So once you have your background, you can say done. And we're going to do that step again later. We'll get into that. So the next thing you want to do is you want to insert anything into your library that you don't want kids to be able to move. So I think every teacher has had that where they have something really cool for their kids and then they turn around and they've deleted everything. So we're going to try to limit that as much as possible. So for starters, I want to put in some shelves because that's where I want to put my my books. So there's a couple different ways you can do that. So the first, you could click Insert, and you're going to go to Image. And if you already have an image on your computer, you could use that. You would just upload from computer. Or I think most of us are going to search the web. So we search the web and we get our search bar over here. Whatever you type in, make sure you put either transparent with it or you put PNG, because that means it's like a sticker and it won't have the background. So let's put in empty bookshelves. Let me know if I can spell empty. See what pops up. So they have kind of like a cartoony looking one. So you just kind of browse until you find something you like. I've found with this way, you don't really get as many options as a regular Google search. I'll try PNG, see if that's any better. That's a little better. What do I like? We'll just click this one just for our purposes. So you click it, and then you click Insert. And see how now this doesn't have a background? It's transparent. And you can resize this if you want to crop it so it's a little bit tighter. You click your crop images, and you just got to make sure that you're not dragging the whole picture with you. There you go. There we go. All right, so now let's say I wanted like a chair for my Bitmoji to sit in. You do the same thing, search the web. Instead of chair, or excuse me, instead of bookcase, we can put chair. If you have a specific type of chair in mind, you could do that. We'll insert this one. In the same way, you can resize this, put it wherever you want it in the room. Maybe I wanted to even shrink this down a little bit. Or you could even, if I didn't want all of those shelves, you could even resize that way. So now it's a little shorter. Now I have room for a plant up here. So instead of doing the insert images, I'm going to do it this way. So let's search for transparent. All these options that pop up. Okay, I'm looking for one I like. Well, we'll just go this way. All right, so you get that. What you're going to do is you're going to right click again, go to save images. Doesn't matter what you save it as, it already says indoor plant, so we'll just save it like that. Again, it's down here. So we could just click and drag and it would pop it there. See, this is not transparent. So let's say your heart was really set on making this plant transparent and you want that in your library. So a little trick for that, I'm going to show you. So we're going to open up a new window. And there's this website right here, this remove.bg. So you just type that in there like that. And you can just click and drag an image. I don't know the science behind it, but it'll make it transparent. So then, it's all free. You don't have to pay for anything. I'm going to click download. There it is. Go back to my library, get rid of that one. Click and drag this one in. Now it's transparent. Again, I don't know the science. I just know it works. So that's a great little tip for you to use. So now I can put my little house plant up here. I just have to resize it a little bit more. And there you go. You now have a gorgeous plant in your classroom. So, take your time. Anything, again, that you want to decorate your classroom with, your library with, that you don't want the kids to move, now is the time to put it in. Okay, so let's say this is everything I want. I don't want them to click any of this stuff. So we're ready to set our background. So now from here, we're going to download this as an image. And then we're going to paste this as our new background. So how we do that is we're going to go up to File. We're going to go down to Download. And we're going to download this as a JPEG. That's like a picture file. So we just click that. And once again, we have it pop up down at the bottom of our screen. So we're going to add a new slide. Get rid of our text boxes. Go to Background. Choose Image. Now I can just click and drag this into there. Click Done. Now I can't move any of this stuff around. Now you could go back to this slide and just delete it. I personally like to usually save it, usually in a different document, a different group of slides, because I might come in and just tweak a couple things and it's a whole new page. you've already done the work. Why, work smarter, not harder. Why do it twice? So I'm just going to leave that there for now. But if this was mine, I would get it out of there. All right. So that is how to set your background.